Everybody, we are back. It is Taped On Live, favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Marchart NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course, pandasups.com for all your great needs there. Right. So, we're back really quick here, guys. Matt Stark.
Bad man's gone.
Yeah, the bad man's gone. We're here on kind of like it's a little bit of like a celebration, I guess. As a man, I'm very excited about this move. I had a feeling Mark was going to do it. I felt like there was a little something to it last week, a little bit, just because if they played terrible this game, I knew it was going to be over for them. But what are your thoughts, Matt?
Props to Mark for ponying up. He's going to have to be on the hook for the next 4.5 years of Josh McDaniels' salary. Like, I felt bad for him at first. I'd be like, oh, Dan Stone's great. But then I'm like, you know what? He's getting paid the same amount to do none of the work, and not a bad deal. I'll take 4.5 years of salary to do nothing. So
yeah,
like I said, props to Mark for having Stones to do it. Like, I didn't think he that was the one thing I thought was going to be a hiccup. I didn't know if he had it in him, but he just said, fuck it.
I didn't either, man. I had no idea that he had it in him. I thought he was going to kind of just maybe go a little bit longer, but this game was so embarrassing, man. It was on national TV. It was in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, the defense played well, and what he was brought there to do was terrible, man. I mean, the thing is, like, this last game just didn't make any damn sense because, like, what's your whole damn bread and butter was finally working, and you didn't do it. Like, I was frustrated watching the tape, how good Jacobs looked, and he ran the ball 15 times, and they still had 28 dropbacks. The game was close the whole time. It was 16-14, and they wouldn't run the ball second down. So, like, he was just, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy. He was obviously done at this point. It was not going to be anything ever, really, at this point. Like, the way I look at it,
it's funny you bring it up, like, stupid. With Jacobs, stuff, like clearly being checked out, like if, correct me if I'm wrong, Jacobs is like one of Davis's like rumored like favorite players, right? Like, Davis apparently like really likes him, right? Like, they're like kind of closer a little bit, and then on top of it, the mishandling of the whole like contract situation, like eventually, like, Davis is kind of like, you know what? Not only are you not fucking winning, but you're kind of fucking with points. Like, you're like the guys that I care about and that I'm supposed to like take care of and shit. And like, literally, yeah, everything they touched blew up in their faces.
Yeah, it's just.
Whether it was,
keep going, Matt.
It was this. I was gonna say whether it was his last game or like the contracts or like his free agent signings and stuff like that. Like, just everything did not work out in their favor.
Yeah, maybe Mark Davis saw Denzel Perryman's grade and then saw how the linebackers played and was like,
what Perryman get?
Like, what is happening? Yeah, they had no idea what they're doing. No idea. No damn idea. I like the Michael Mayer draft pick. Tyree Wilson didn't bother me. But last week when he's having his best game, we just keep playing as a Rochelle. Like, we don't know how much a hand Josh McDaniels had the defense because he's a defensive guy.
But like, he had a hand.
We don't know.
Like, but like, him and Ziegler had to have a hand in like holding him out. Like, that's not like why would you put that on the defensive coordinator to like make those kind of decisions? You know what I mean? Like, if you were doing that, like, part of Tyree Wilson's problem is that he's still fresh. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get all that time as a rookie to develop and like practice and whatnot. And now, like, that's blown up in their face because, again, the guy doesn't look ready. Like, how is that not on them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
it was their decision at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Because to pay all these guys, they paid Renfro, they paid Waller, they're not using them, and they trade Waller, and they paid Carr for no damn reason, and then they trade Carr. I guess you could say, oh, they only gave him like $23 million or whatever, but still, you could have traded him last year. You could 2021 if they trade after 2021. going into 2022, Derek Carr at least got you at least a first round pick. You got a first round pick for Derek Carr after that year. Made it to the playoffs, great story, great leader. That's a first round pick right there. Literally, literally is a first round pick. So, or at least a second after that year, because his stock was at its highest, in my opinion. And they came in here and they didn't want him, but then they went through a whole season, and then of course they ended up getting long because he really didn't want him in the first place. So if of course he doesn't like his quarterback, that could be good anyways. So they blew that season basically, just because they thought they were going to go through this year just lollygagging, and Mark Davis won another championship, and then the fans were harassing the hell out of him, and he crowd. It was like, I'm getting harassed, I'm winning over here. Maybe I'm not that dumb. I mean, I built this team over here. Maybe if I try to make some moves and listen to some better people, just do some things. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. After watching that game, that offense last week, it makes sense to me. I would have fired him. So you're out of here, dog. Like what the hell is this? And you picked the quarterback. First of all, this is your guy. 3 years, $70 million. And and then they messed up his contract, which is
I was gonna say, and then they restructure it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and then they restructure it, and now they can't get out of it next year, right? Or it doesn't make sense to. They're gonna have to just eat a bunch of cap space or some shit like that.
They gave him like $17 million in cash, bro. They're like, hey, dog, yeah, you're our quarterback. Like,
they signed him and he damn near failed a physical.
See, the thing is with that too, that's why I think my biggest gripe with Dave Ziegler and that is they kept him on his cap hit, and so they couldn't sign any other players. Like, it was pointless. So they got rid of Derek Carr for his $28 million cap hit, and then went the whole offseason. What?
They weren't gonna sign anybody else.
I mean, but come on, bro. I mean, if he would have got his bonus, at least had like $11 million more than having a full.
I'm just 23. Saying, they're so damn cheap. Like, I don't know. I think it would have mattered.
Yeah,
if they had the money or not. Like,
man,
it's over.
Yeah, confirm. Vinny says AOC is going to start. I kind of like that. Might as well. I mean, that's
it. Antonio Pierce coming out of the gate swinging.
He's like, you know what? Garoppolo,
we're gonna start the rookie. Yeah,
I like it because he does. He sucks. Because let's keep it real. I mean, I posted a play before this happened. I really hope that was like I don't know. I really hope that was like it just made it happen. I don't know why. I'm just gonna say it. But that 4th and 2, when Garoppolo like misses 3 guys, we might as well have a rookie out there. We might as well. I mean, if your starter on 4th and 2 can't get to the check down on 4th and 2, which is right in front of his face, and then a guy crosses his face, I'm trying to show how close Aiden Hutchinson is. He wasn't close at all to him. And he ran out of the pocket like Aiden Hutchinson was like going to hit him or something. And all he'd do was just move his feet and just throw the ball to Jacobs. His first down. We keep playing. Drive keeps going. No. This dude he rolls out and throws it into nowhere. Oh, man. It was bad to watch. So it makes sense that Aiden wants him. But, man, I was a little shocked this happened. Like, you would figure, I mean, they played yesterday, right? So I guess he had some time, but this is quick. It was swift. And I've told people Davis is impulsive. People act like he wasn't. He is not this impulsive guy, man. I mean, that Del Rio stuff was very impulsive.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
I just wish he did the same thing to Del Rio where he made him announce his own firing. That would have been even funnier if that's just how he handled it.
Yeah, man. Oh man, this is just like you wanted to happen. I just I didn't think it would like happen this quick. I guess.
No.
But I'm not mad at this. I want to know who's calling the plays, and I know I see a lot of Antonio Pierce questions. What do you think about that? What do you think about them going with Antonio Pierce?
I mean, I think he's a guy. Like, I think the good thing is like he's like a former player. You know what I mean? Like he kind of like. I guess he hasn't been in a situation playing for the Steelers. I guess I don't know. Has he been in a situation where he's been fired or whatever? But like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's easier
Yeah.
to relate to the guys and kind of be like, and get them to rally around you a little bit. I mean, at this point, like, I think no one's going to expect anything for the Raiders moving forward. But like, if they can at least like play like inspired football, I think people will be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like he can at least get the guys going, at the very least. I feel like that was kind of his role in with the Giants on the Super Bowl teams.
Yeah, be a leader.
Like the best way, like I can like the best thing to me that he can say to them is be like, look, this is our chance to prove that he was the problem, because very clearly they did not respect him and like him, and like were tired of his shit. And the best way that you can prove that, like, okay, it wasn't the guys in this room, it was Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, is to start playing better without them. And like that's the message I think you just got to preach to everyone that's still around. It's like, prove to everyone else, prove to the world, prove to Mark Davis that they were the problem by playing your ass off.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's what I'm saying. Like, this team just needs a leader. I mean, because he's obviously not a leader. He's just, I mean, his press conferences were getting crazy. I think that was a part of it too, man. I'm telling you, the press conferences are getting nuts. Just the lack of leadership and accountability in the press conferences too, man. Like I tweeted, like, I guess it really is a preseason award, because I mean, that was a crazy quote. I mean, just to say that, I mean, Brian Hoyer sucked too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, seriously, like,
get over that. I still can't get over that. Just not fucking putting Aiden O'Connell in at least at halftime. Like, what a fucking pussy. 2 weeks in a row. This guy, and then Antonio Pierce comes in and is just like, you know what? You know I'm going to win everyone over. I'm going to start the rookie.
Yeah. People are asking if BD's going to come back. I don't know. He's not awake yet. He hasn't woken up to this. I think he's asleep. He's on the East Coast. I don't know. We'll see. It might have to. I don't know.
I was literally about to head to bed.
Me too, dog.
Yeah.
I was literally about to go to sleep. I was like, you know what? Let me head to bed real quick. Get ready for sleep. And it's like, oh, holy! I got a text message about it. I was like, that's not real. I was like, that is not real, dog. It's crazy, but yeah, it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I never check my phone like this late at night, and then for whatever reason just like buzzed off. I'm like, well, time to get to work.
So Champ Kelly's interim GM. I actually think he could win it. I actually think he could.
Yeah, because he has a pretty good background. I think he's. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta put that in the old article real quick. But yeah, I think he's got a pretty good background, and I think he was on. He's done the scouting and the pro personnel side, so that's usually a good candidate.
I don't know. The way this is going, I feel like the next coach is gonna be Black Matt. I mean, he's getting real.
What?
I just he went Antonio Pierce. I just feel like the next coach. There's something happening here. He's trying to be a diversity here. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but it's just I see a pattern. I don't know about you, but I see it. I see a little bit of a pattern here. They're stacking up. So if we're looking at next head coaches, the
stuff the old white guys aren't working, so I don't care.
I just feel like that he might go that direction. I just feel like they're, especially after what John Gruden did, and then he went with Josh McDaniels. Anyways, and then Antonio Pierce, and then because I really feel like Champ Kelly could keep that job. I think he might, anyways, just because I think, because I mean it depends on how much scouting he does and what he does to kind of show himself, you know what I mean? And I don't know what head coach he might pick. I mean, I think because where's he from? The Bears, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So, you never know with this stuff. I don't, as long as they don't hire any of those Bears guys. I mean, there's nobody over there they can hire, right? No. I mean, don't hire Vic Fangio or something or nothing like that. No Matt Nagy's. I know Matt
Vic
Nagy.
Fangio's
no Matt Nagy's.
You know what I mean? I don't think. Yeah. Oh God.
No Matt Nagy's.
That would be the great follow up for Mark Davis or for the Raiders is to go with Josh McDaniels straight to Adam Gase. Just two unlikable non-personable offensive gurus that were attached to the legendary quarterbacks.
Yeah, man. Because
I kind of watching. I was just gonna say watching the game, and like I'm curious to see what you think too. Like I kind of like buying in on the Ben Johnson hype from the Bears. Or no, yeah,
the
from the
Lions.
Lions. My bad.
Yeah. See, I mean,
I don't know.
Ben Johnson a little bit. His offense. I don't know. I want to see this offense finish the year. I think their offense has been a little shaky the last 3 games. I mean, if the Raiders could function on offense and in the passing game, this game would have been a little bit different. So, and they didn't play too well against the Bucks. Like I had to go all the way back to the Panthers to kind of give me some perspective. I told you that they haven't played that well the last 3 games. I want to see how that offense finishes this year. If they finish this year and they stay as a pretty good offense, because I mean the Raiders, they played good defense against it. There was a lot of, of course the Raiders can't stop the run consistently, but they made some plays and they got Jared Goff a little bit off. I think the passing game is a little bit. I think he's a great run designer though, but the passing game isn't that creative. So that would be my only concern. I want to see it. I want to see him finish.
Yeah.
First, I'm not gonna get on that train because they talk about Frank Smith. I think that's another guy that could be to look out to. I mean, don't sleep on Brian Flores. And I know that'd be upset us because we just went with the Patriots way, but
he is suing the NFL, which seems to be
but he has the Vikings defense playing really well. They're playing a whole lot better over at the Vikings defense. And but Frank Smith's a good hire because isn't he the coordinator with the Dolphins?
The defensive coordinator?
No, he's offensive coordinator for the Dolphins, right?
Oh, maybe I don't. I was gonna be honest. I didn't recognize Frank Smith.
I see prime time. I think Harbaugh might be a splash. I mean, be a safe one. It's just with Harbaugh. I just want to see. Go ahead.
You know what's awesome is I feel like every time the Raiders have an opening, there's like some drama around Harbaugh, and I mean this is like the biggest scandal yet. Like this might be his like Urban Meyer out to the NFL. Like this whole Connor Stallions like Spygate like 2.0, which now I say it out loud, they're also kind of be ironic. But shit, dude, I don't know. It might happen.
Man,
like Mark does love Harbaugh in the past. We know that because he's tried to go after him pretty much every time this job has been open, except for when he wanted Gruden.
I mean, Harbaugh is a great leader. I like it. Who is your offensive coordinator? Who's going to be your offensive coordinator, Jim? That would be my main question. As soon as he came in, like, so what offense are you running? Are you running like what is your plan here? Because the reason why he kind of died down is his offense kind of died down, and then Greg Roman. We all hated Greg Roman. Everybody hates Greg Roman. They don't think he's good, but that's Harbaugh's offense. So what offense are you running? That's what I want to know. But as a leader, yes, like we got to play football too, man. That's the thing.
You will get 4 good years out of Jim Harbaugh. That's for sure.
Maybe I don't know. You just have to. I just want to know what offense he's going to run, right? I mean, that's what I'm interested in. But and what quarterback he picks. I mean, because if he would be a good guy for like Caleb Williams or something like that. To be honest, somebody that can use their legs. He can mix it up that way, I believe, as long as he doesn't run that as long as he can figure out how to play modern offense in the NFL. Because if you watch Michigan, he tried it at Michigan. He gave it a year. He gave those guys about a year to run some spread, and he was like, "I'm done with this." And they went right back to what they did, and I guess they're winning again, right? So, yeah, you know what I mean.
Here's the thing.
That's the thing. That's my thing. Go ahead.
And I can just envision the Raiders hiring Harbaugh, like you said, thinking about like them like having him and like Caleb Williams working together, only for them to end up with like JJ McCarthy.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't know about Harbaugh, but as a leader, that's the thing. He might get the hire because I mean the reason why he can get the Vikings job, he was supposed to get the Vikings job last year. They were ready to hire him. He just came in there like, hire me, like I'm Jim Harbaugh. And they're like, so what's your plan? Kevin Connell, he's like, this is how I'm going to use Kirk Cousins. Harbaugh's like, I'm a Jim Harbaugh, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you get the job for the Vikings job. So that's why, I'm a little skeptical. That's all. I know people are gonna love that hire though. If they did it, people are gonna love it, and he's gonna hype Raiders fans up. I just want to know what he's gonna do on offense, and if he makes you feel good about that, then yeah, we're good. But I like Frank Smith. I like somebody like that. I just hope they don't go like Eric Bieniemy or somebody like that. I don't want that. No, we're good on that. I mean, he'd have to get a certain type of player that can get yelled at like they're in college. That's college coaches. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes don't want you no more and he shifts you out, because we could talk about why he left, whatever we can say about his coaching, but just like I always say, go watch the Netflix quarterback documentary. And they don't talk to. He didn't talk to Eric Bieniemy the whole show. He talked to Nagy a lot though. So I don't know about that one, but yeah, I like Frank Smith though, because bring all that Mike McDaniel shit over here. Bring that running game too. And then we can keep Josh. And we can run some outside zone.
That would be nice.
And do some RPOs and whatever. If we get a young quarterback, the RPOs and stuff would bring him along really quickly. That's why I like somebody like him. Somebody that's innovative with young quarterbacks, man. But I see Dion in here. That'd be crazy. Don't sleep on Brian Flores, bro. But I don't like. I see some guys talk about that. I don't like Brian Flores either.
Yeah, I feel like.
You look at Tua, man. Just look at Tua. Just look at Tua. That's why I wouldn't hire him. That's why I wouldn't hire him.
You got anything else?
I don't know. Yeah. Let's get out of here, bro. I know it's late. It's late, guys. We appreciate you guys joining us. We still have 300 people in here. We appreciate you guys staying. Matt, if you want to go, I'll stay for a little bit. I'll answer some of these questions. I'm up. So, get out of here, Matt.
All right, man.
All right, bro. All right, dog.
Yeah.
See you, bro. All right, I'll stay a little longer for you guys here. Yeah. I'll take Harbaugh with Caleb if he can get this. Lane Kiffin would be crazy a little bit. So, getting active. See what questions you got here. So, I'm going to go through your guys' questions. See, Flores, Frankie. I like Frank Smith. Lou Anarumo. So, that's an interesting one. See, this is an interesting one here because, that Bengals defense is legit. I think, they find good players. And he's one of those guys that doesn't get hired. So I'm always interested in a lot of those guys who probably should get looked at, like Bruce Arians, right? Bruce Arians was like an offensive coordinator for like 15 years, and nobody would hire him because I don't know, like maybe his personality. And then he ended up being a damn good head coach for two franchises that weren't like winning franchises. He took one to the NFC Championship and took the other one to a damn Super Bowl and won it. He had Tom Brady, but shit. I'm almost interested in guys like that just never get that job. But sometimes you could get Vic Fangio, like Tom Cable, man. That's not even funny. That's not hilarious. That's not even funny. Is Tom Cable even in the NFL right now? Is he in the NFL right now? I don't know. I like Lou though. And I am cool with Drake May. I am cool with that. I'm cool with Drake May. O'Connell Sunday. I just hope they have O'Connell prepared because the Lions blitz the hell out of these guys, dude. Like they blitz the hell out of the Raiders. And Wink Martindale, that's all he knows how to do, really. It's really all he does is play cover zero and blitz. So, and they don't got Leonard Williams anymore and Dexter Lawrence. I hope AOC is ready. I just hope they find a way to get the ball out of his hands quick because I'm not worried. A little Dexter Lawrence scares the hell out of me. Let's see here. Like Michael one interview now. Exactly. See, Mike McDaniel. He couldn't get a job for a while, and then look at him. If they win, of course, if Pierce stays, they win, and then kind of it'll put Mark in the position that he was in last time. He probably won't make that mistake twice. You know what I mean? And Ejiro Evero, that's an interesting one too. Maybe because that Panthers defense is pretty good, but he's gonna have to do more to kind of earn a head coaching job, to be honest. Let's see. Saw something about Ziegler and JD holding us back. I'll say this. I don't know with the draft picks they held us back because let's keep it real, right? I mean, if we had a big arm quarterback, I think Trey Tucker would be playing a little bit better, right? I mean, he just has nobody who can throw him the football. Michael Mayer should be playing better. Tyree Wilson's probably the only disappointment, but those are your first. I mean, Byron Young is not playing well either, but it is it's I don't know. He sucked in free agency though, and that was a big thing. And they wanted to be cheap in free agency, and he sucked there. That was a big thing, and they messed up that Garoppolo pick. They messed it all up. Bro. So that was my problem with Zeke. I was kind of shocked he got fired though, but yeah, I guess Davis saw them as a group. Man, it's kind of as a group type of thing. Exactly. Are they still gonna? Hopefully not, man. Hopefully we get some different third down plays because that was a big thing. Why am I down on Eric Bieniemy? Because basically, like I told you, he's type of a guy who's gonna rub some players the wrong way. I mean, you see like some guys say some bad things about him. Some guys really like him, like Tyreek Hill loved him. But I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes did not like him that much. So at the end, so if he's rubbing on the best quarterback in football, you could, I don't know. What is he gonna do with our quarterback? Is he to be too hard on a rookie that comes in? Because we're gonna have a young quarterback. I mean, the Raiders are going to have a young quarterback unless these guys pull off 8-9 wins and they try to like get Kirk Cousins or some crap like that, which I don't know how I'd feel about it. Like that'd be like temporary type of thing. But how would he be with a young quarterback? Is he going to wear on that guy? Sam Howell, we don't know what's happening in the background with Sam Howell, what he's getting talked to about. So he's done okay with him. And I think he's a good offensive mind. But being a head coach is different. We already saw what that's like. I mean, if you can't lead men, who cares, right? That's really what it's about. You got to be able to lead men in the NFL, right? And it's good. I really like Dan Quinn too. Dan Quinn would be exciting because Dan Quinn, he always had a good offensive coordinator in Atlanta. That was one of the things he usually had. From Steve Sarkisian was pretty good. Shanahan got Matt Ryan MVP. I like Dan Quinn a lot, to be honest. What do I think of Lombardi being the play card? This is gonna be interesting too, man. Because the preseason game, Aiden O'Connell basically did play action every single drop back, like 40% of them. And I posted on Twitter all the time. Everybody was saying that he was calling the plays in the preseason. So if he's calling the plays in the preseason and, Aiden O'Connell looked pretty damn good, I don't know. Maybe Mick Lombardi switches it up. He's younger, a younger mind. He's not really stuck in his ways as much. He's probably going to be more, taking, he's probably going to take a lot of input. Let's keep it real. He's going to be taking a lot of input. He's going to be like, Devontae, what do you like in this system? Like, what do you like with those type of things? So hopefully he takes that approach to it. And gets more feedback of what these guys like. What do they want to do? Where you want to move the football? Like, especially with Adams, especially when they're really playing the dig routes. That dig and go is there like all game, and will he switch it up and hit those type of throws right away? It's going to be interesting to watch how he does. Because I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, the Giants are a beatable team, right? And, this is Antonio Pierce's, right, his former team. He's going to get these guys hyped up to try to get him, right, ready to go for this football game. I mean, what if they go out and win this game, right? I mean, it probably pisses off a little bit because we want a high quarterback. But I still think the next GM, he's got to be aggressive because, I mean, this team ain't going to be picking higher than 13. You know what I mean? And you already have some pieces that you drafted last year that you can grow with. I think whatever spot they finish, because I mean, let's keep real. This is not be a playoff team, right? So, so if they're picking at 14 or 15, they still should be damn aggressive, in my opinion, because we have a first round edge rusher. We have Max Crosby paid. We have Devontae Adams. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Josh Jacobs, right? I mean, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, they have. I mean, Jacoby Myers is still under contract. Hunter Renfrow technically is still under contract, right? So a lot of these guys are still around. And he still got some pieces there. I mean, you got Trayvon Moray, who's having a pretty damn good year. You got, Marcus Epps could be under contract again. I mean, he's playing pretty good. I mean, Marcus Peters would be gone. Jacorian Bennett, he's looked halfway decent at. He hasn't looked terrible as a rookie corner, which is actually, to me, that's pretty damn good. If you don't look terrible as a rookie corner, you look like you might look serviceable out there, and you make a play here, and then you maybe give up a play, and then that type of thing. I think you still look pretty damn good. I mean, Nate Hobbs, I don't know if his contract is up. It's just those things are there. So the Raiders could just go, okay, we can give up 2 first-round picks to move up to get somebody. So, like, I don't care where this team finishes. They should be in the market of trading up to 3 from whatever they got and trying to figure out what they got to do to get that off. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, that's what they got to do, to be honest. They got to take that approach. Yeah. But because I'm saying, like, let's keep it real. Even if you're at 15, you can move up that high. You just have to it just takes some balls. But they have the pieces, man. If they can figure it out and figure out how to work it, I think they could do it. That's a pretty good one. Deuce Staley, that's a dark horse. I like that one. I like that. That's a good one, though. That's a leader type of dude right there. And he's with the Lions too, right? Isn't he with the Lions? I think he is. You want to bring back Phylon? Is Phylon still in? Where is Phylon? What is he doing right now? For under contract. That's what I'm talking about. What's he? I did. It was just I had some computer difficulties, man. My computer is just. I was doing a breakdown. I was like putting it together, and then like it didn't want me to do this. I mean, they aren't giving him an extension, Divine, probably, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's still here too, and if you get a guy with a good scheme. We talked about Frank Smith earlier. I like Frank Smith. I like that hire, just kind of that offense. But like even Divine Diablo, I mean, there's still guys here that are there. But even you talk about Renfrow. Trey Tucker's still here too. I mean, we get a big arm quarterback, right? That's what they got to do, man. And to be honest, we don't know what quarterbacks can be available. I don't know what they're going to do. Actually, I have a breakdown of Penix on my membership. I talked about Penix a little bit. He's more of a second round guy for me, just because of accuracy. I mean, it is inconsistent on the film that I watched to break it down the Boise State game, which they blew out that team. He's more of a second round guy to me. Just. It's not like consistent first round tape. He has a big arm though. Big arm, great, good size. It's just the accuracy, consistency on that one is a little iffy. I'm gonna do some Cam Ward this week. I want to watch some Cam Ward. I'm gonna do that for members too. I got some film, and then you got Harbaugh. I got some JJ McCarthy too. Just in case. Harbaugh. You might drop them. They could trade Jacoby. Yeah, so something. I mean, they can do a lot of things, man. I hope they take the time, especially this offseason, to think about this, man. We have a lot of pieces. We could go for it and get a quarterback and do something. I haven't watched him, but Dane Brugler does. So I'm going to do him. I like Bo Nix too. I do like Bo Nix. I thought he had some good film. I haven't watched his film yet this year, but he had a good film last year. I thought he was going to be. I didn't know why he didn't come out last year. I thought he would get build some first round buzz, especially after the season he did. But he went back and he's playing well. Oregon's probably still going to find a way to play Washington again. Yeah. Penix is old. I mean, to be fair, Penix is 23. He'll be 24. To be fair, I mean, he's kind of Will Levis age a little bit, but I'm gonna do some McCarthy this week and some who's the other guy? Just Cam Ward. Ewers, I want to watch some Ewers too. Cam Ewers, is it Ewers? Yeah, it's just yeah, I'm gonna check him out too. I really like him. We'll see if he comes out though. I mean, he might be forced to come out because Texas has like every quarterback. I mean, Texas needs to share some of those quarterbacks. I mean, you can't have Quinn, Malik Murphy, and Archie Manning on the same team. Like, what are you doing? Like, somebody's transferring. I just don't understand why guys do that. They just stack quarterbacks. It's just weird. It's just I feel like it's just hoarding. Like, why are you hoarding Malik Murphy and Archie Manning on the same team? Like, and they're both freshmen. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I mean, Malik Murphy's gonna be playing for like Oregon or something in like 2 years. Let me see any other questions we got here. Move Parham to center. I mean, that's like a next year thing. Yeah, ALC's old too. That's the thing. ALC's old too. He's an old dude. Old. He said that's dark for you. I think because I don't get it. Like you know, share the wealth of some of these quarterbacks, man. Like there's some teams out there. Like yeah. Murphy got talent. He's big, dude. Big pocket passer. Watching Will Levis. That would have probably bad. I mean, I like KJ Jefferson, but he's having a down year, and you know, so he's going to be knocked for that. But you know, I think he's a talented guy. JJ McCarthy has a cannon, and like every time I watch Michigan, because I was watching some player or some offensive lineman, I don't know who I was watching, but every time he threw the ball, I was like, wow. Sometimes he has a cannon, and he can move, and he's very athletic. So I mean, and he wins a lot in Michigan. So he has a chance to. I think he has first round talent, but I want to watch him. I haven't watched his film because you know I saw some Michael Penix too, and Michael Penix is getting a lot of buzz. And I watched him, and I was like, first round though, would I do like a top 10 for Michael Penix and I feel comfortable about it? Like if the Raiders felt like they can get a corner and then come back and get Michael Penix, I would feel a whole lot better about that than you know going with him in like the first round, like early, right? I would feel so much better with him going back in the second round, getting him early second round, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Let's see. Stop the bring back crap. As a kid, the draft idiot. Yeah, I mean that's what we need. That's the need. Entertain the thought of Judy. I mean, that would be crazy. He can't do that. I don't think the NFL would let him. I don't think Gruden's be able to. They wouldn't let him do that. Yeah, I do. 100%. I think he's going to go right to them and it'd be like, what do you guys like and what do you don't like? How should you be used? I think we'll probably see some more short passes, hopefully. You know, this team has no short passing offense at all. And they need something. Man. Please no Gruden. I will not survive another Gruden draft. Yeah. No more Gruden. The Raiders just need a new center. I think they got to leave Parham at guard. I think because he's playing better there. I mean, he's never going to be a good run blocker. In my opinion, I don't know if he's ever going to be like a run blocker. You could like, oh my God, he's a mauler. But if they can get some good passing offense in here. he's a damn good pass blocking guard in my opinion. I think he's good there, and I think by year 3 he'll be really good. So so like Shane Waldron, I like him too. I like what he's doing with Geno Smith over there, and I think they run pretty good offense, pretty innovative stuff, especially like tight ends and stuff like that. I think he'd be able to find a way to get Michael Mayer involved a little bit more, and then use the speedsters outside. I like it. Okay. I agree with that. We shouldn't do that with Gruden. Gruden could be an offensive consultant. That's what he can do. If he wants to come back, offense, you can consult the offense. That's about it, bro. You ain't doing nothing else. You consult the offense. You get some tips. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, all right, guys. I'm at 40 minutes, man. I need to take my ass to bed too. Charger fan here. Y'all are lucky. Yeah, we are. We're lucky that Mark Davis made the right decision here. We're happy about that. I'm out here, guys. I don't know. I don't even know if we're gonna do film. I guess they still should do film review. We got to watch some film. Probably some defense. Look at the running game too. I'm gonna do that for members too. I'm gonna do the whole running game in the morning for members. Then we do some definitely getting some draft. I'm looking at the quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks. Like I said, I got Michael Penix up there. If you guys want to join, hit that. Join the membership. He said, "What, Phil?" I mean, the run game was all right, man. Josh Jacobs had a good game. I mean, I want to show some Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs deserves to be shown. So, what did I say? Check that out. If you join the members, because I'm gonna be doing draft stuff over there all day, every day. Even going to some different positions. I'll probably look at some centers. Ready to do some centers, man. Yeah, it's a new day, guys. I mean, it's quick, and we got it done here. So yes, the last question and the final. So no more daggers. 15. Yes, dagger's gone. We're out of here, guys. No more dagger. No more dagger. I think that's the great way to end this. No more daggers on third down. We're back. All right, guys. We're out of here. I'm out of here. Peace.